Hola a todos, hola profesor.
Hola chicos, hola Dinara. So in this video we are going to see superlatives. Okay, let's start. We will use superlatives when we want to compare something or someone with a group. So here we will talk about superiority and inferiority. So if you remember from the previous videos, we used más que, right, and menos que. Here in superlatives, the construction will be, we will use articles, and then if we are talking about superiority, we will use más plus our adjective and our preposition, de, right? And if we are talking about inferiority, we will use the same, but instead of más will be menos, right? That's más, menos. So for superiority, let's see an example. Alberto es el más trabajador de su familia. So here we will compare. Okay, Alberto es el más trabajador de su familia. Alberto is the most hardworking in his family.
But as I understand, you say of his family in Spanish.
In Spanish, yes, because we are using the preposition de. Yeah. Here we are comparing Alberto with his family. Here, for example, we use el más trabajador. We make reference to Alberto. Okay, for example, el Everest es la montaña más alta del mundo. Everest is the biggest mountain of the world. So here we are talking about the mountain.
There are several, there are many my favorite Spanish words, like through sound, and one of them is mundo. This is like so beautiful for me, for my ears. I don't know why.
I haven't paid attention to that. You know, for me, it's normal. It's like normal. But yes, it happens that some people told me like, oh, I like this song of this word. This.
Yeah, Spanish is very beautiful.
Okay, so those examples were for superiority. When we are talking about inferiority, we will use menos, right? Hugo es el menos hablador de mis amigos. Hugo is less talkative among his friends, right? So here we are also talking about hablador, right? El menos hablador. So the article, if you pay attention, for example, when we talk about the Everest, we make reference to la montaña. Yes, la, we use the feminine article, la montaña. Here we are using masculine, menos hablador. Or let's see one more example. Paraguay es el país menos poblado de América del Sur. Paraguay is the less populated country in South America. So here we are talking el país menos poblado. There is also, as we mentioned before, as we talk with some adjectives, right? We have irregular forms, the same that we talked in the previous video, right? Viejo, remember viejo, changed to mayor. Old is like older or oldest. Menor, right? Like young. Menor. For example, Eva es la mayor de sus hermanos, right? So here, Eva is the youngest among his brothers.
Hermanas or hermanos?
Hermanos.
Oh, yes.
But here we don't know if she has hermanos. Yes, for example, we are talking about her brothers. Yes, but as we say hermanos, it can be like brothers and sisters.
In that case, we need to be like precise and say among her brothers and sisters.
If we say among and de sus hermanos, yes, so it's not specific, right? Because you remember that we can make reference to plural if there is one masculine and feminine. Yes.
So yeah, guys, just just understand that when we say hermanos, it can be sisters and brothers both. Like we do not know, and like we need to accept it. Full stop.
Yes, and the same for bueno and malo, right? Mejor and peor, best and worst, better and worst. Okay, let's pay attention to how we can use these superlatives. Yes, for example, with these irregular forms, we can use mejor or peor plus the subject, then preposition, and then the subject. Yes, for example, Julián es el mejor alumno de la clase. Julián is the best student in his class. We can use like superlatives. Yes, the superlative plus the preposition de and our subject. Right? For example, hoy es el día más feliz de mi vida. Today is the happiness day in my life.
Right? I hope so.
Or we can use with preposition de or with preposition que. But in this case, if we use with que, we will use with verb, with any verb.
I see.
So we will say, Elena es la chica más alegre que he conocido. Elena is the happiness girl that I have met.
I have met.
Yes. So it's just to remember that when we use preposition de, we will use subject. When we use preposition que, we will use verb. And as we mentioned in previous videos, and we will mention it again, the adjective should have the same form that our subject, right?
Nouns.
Yes, nouns. And sometimes it's not necessary to mention it with what we are comparing, right? For example, este televisor es el más caro. Yes, this televisor is the most expensive. Yes, so if we are going to the magazine and we want to buy any televisor, yes, it's implicit that this one is the most expensive of the shop. Okay, so maybe we can try with some exercise.
Yes.
I will say this one.
Okay, so agua de Monteviejo, la bebida más sana y la más refrescante. Water of Monteviejo, the drink, the healthiest in English we say, but you say the most healthy, and the most refreshing. Regina, el reloj.
Yes.
Más caro del mundo. Regina, the watch is the most expensive in the world.
Yes.
Okay. Ordenadores portátiles Missima, más pequeños y más potentes. So notebooks Missima, the smallest, yeah, the most small, as you say, and potente, I forgot.
Powerful.
Oh, interesting. And the most powerful.
We use el más pequeño, right? We should use it. We should use because this is superlatives. So we are telling el más pequeño.
Maybe los más pequeños.
Ordenadores portátiles, Mishima, sí, los más pequeños y los más potentes.
Because like the most.
Yes.
I see, thank you. So, ropa deportiva libre, la más cómoda y la más elegante. So, clothes, sport libre, so sports clothes like brand, and understand the most comfortable and the most elegant. So, it's clear. And maybe the next exercise, several sentences.
Okay, let's try it.
Julia es la chica más alegre que conozco. Julia is the girl most happy who I know, as I understand.
Yeah.
Para mí, el café de Colombia es el más bueno
Remember?
del mundo.
You remember the irregular forms?
What
So
happened?
we will not use el más bueno, yes, because it's like
Yes, of course.
we have más
Mejor,
bueno.
mejor, mejor. Para mí, el café de Colombia es el mejor de el mundo. So we use de here because it's a noun. Okay.
And that's true.
Oh, thank you, Professor. At least in this case, I'm right. So, las ruinas de Machu Picchu son más impresionantes que he visto.
Yes. Las más
impresionantes. Yes. Oh my God, thank you. So, plural, of course, because ruinas is also plural. Ruins of Machu Picchu are the most impressive I have seen. So as you say, which I have seen.
Yeah.
So clear. Thank you, Professor. So the students will ask you to complete other sentences and check your answers in the end of this book. And thank you that you stay with us. Thank you for donating, helping our project to grow through our PayPal. And thank you for sharing these videos, knowledge with your friends and relatives. And as usual, Stephen, we love you a lot and looking forward to the next class. Which topic are we going to study next time?
And the next topic will be possessives.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, guys. Adios, amigas y amigos.
Adios, chicos.